All right, let's kick off another deep dive. Today we're going global. We've got this blog post. It was originally in Portuguese, and it gives us a glimpse into the future. How are professionals using ChatGPT in 2025? We're talking career advancement, we're talking serious skill building, but we're not just talking about the basics here.
Yeah, definitely not AI for dummies.
Right. This is like next level stuff.
Exactly. This blog post is all about strategic leveraging. How do we really make the most of what ChatGPT can do?
Totally. And one of the things that really jumped out at me from this blog post is how people are using ChatGPT almost like a personal mentor.
It's like having a personal coach for your career.
Yeah, like for professional growth.
Yeah.
It's not just about, simple tasks. It's about pushing boundaries, using AI to get a real competitive edge.
Right. And the post highlights that people are using it for things like learning to program, data analysis, even process automation.
Whoa, like
Yeah.
serious technical skills.
It's incredible. And it's not just about having an AI tutor. The blog post suggests that ChatGPT can actually create personalized study plans based on your skill level and your goals.
So it adapts to you.
Exactly. It's like having a customized learning experience.
Wow. It's really amazing when you think about how far natural language processing has come.
Right. You're not just giving it basic commands anymore.
Totally. The article gives some examples of the prompts that people are using, like
Yeah.
create a study plan for me to learn data analysis in 3 months.
It can break down these really complex topics, suggest resources, provide feedback.
That's wild. Okay, but here's where it gets even more interesting to me. The blog post talks about people using ChatGPT to improve their soft skills.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah, things like communication, negotiation,
That's
leadership.
stuff you wouldn't normally think of when you're talking AI.
Right. It seems almost counterintuitive.
Yeah.
But the idea is that you can use ChatGPT to simulate these tricky scenarios, almost like a practice run before you have to do it for real.
It's like a virtual practice arena for real-world interactions.
Exactly. I mean, imagine you're prepping for a salary negotiation or a tough conversation with your boss.
You could practice different tactics, see how they play out, without any real-world consequences.
That would be so helpful, especially for people who get nervous in those situations.
Absolutely. It's all about creating that safe space to refine your approach.
And the blog post gives an example, like simulate a conversation for me to negotiate a salary increase with convincing arguments.
So you're not just getting tips, you're actually practicing the interaction with AI.
Oh, wow. And that actually ties into this broader trend that we're seeing of people using AI for personalized development.
Right. Whether it's technical skills or interpersonal skills, people are looking for that customized support, and it seems like ChatGPT is stepping in to fill that role.
It's like having a coach in your pocket, ready to help you level up whenever you need it.
Exactly.
Speaking of leveling up, this blog post also highlights how people are using ChatGPT to boost their productivity and time management.
Ooh, interesting.
And it's not just about to-do lists. It's about optimizing workflows, identifying bottlenecks.
It's that shift from just automating tasks to strategically optimizing how we work.
Totally. And the article talks about how ChatGPT can actually help you identify those little things that are slowing you down.
Right. Like you could use a prompt, suggest techniques for me to increase my productivity in remote meetings.
That's a good one.
Right. And ChatGPT can give you insights on how to structure the meeting, keep people engaged, things that we might not even think about on our own.
It's like having a virtual assistant whose sole purpose is to make you work smarter, not harder.
Exactly.
And this leads us to another area that I thought was really fascinating, which is using ChatGPT for strategic decision-making and creative problem-solving.
Yeah, that's a big one.
I mean, it's one thing to use AI for like tasks and stuff, but this is about tapping into AI for complex analysis and insight.
Think of it like having an on-demand consultant.
Ooh, I like that.
The blog post talks about how ChatGPT can be used to analyze scenarios, compare options, provide data-driven insights.
To help you with those tough calls.
Exactly. Like, let's say you're thinking of expanding into new international markets. You could prompt ChatGPT with something like, analyze the pros and cons of investing in new international markets.
So it could help you make a more strategic call.
Right. And it can provide you with a breakdown of the potential risks and rewards.
It's like having a team of experts at your disposal.
It's incredible, right?
It really seems like ChatGPT is moving beyond just being a tool. It's becoming a strategic partner for career growth.
Absolutely. And the article emphasizes that it's not about replacing human judgment.
It's more like a co-pilot.
Exactly. It's about augmenting it. ChatGPT provides the data, the insights, but ultimately the decision-making power still rests with the individual.
It's a fascinating dynamic.
It is. It's like having a co-pilot for your career, helping you navigate all the complexities of the professional landscape.
And this shift towards AI collaboration is something that we're seeing across various industries.
From finance to healthcare, it's everywhere.
It makes you wonder what the future holds for this partnership between humans and AI.
Yeah, it's an interesting question.
It really is.
It really is.
Yeah, it's an interesting question for sure.
It is.
It's almost like ChatGPT is leveling the playing field, right? Like, you don't need a fancy degree or expensive training programs to access this kind of knowledge and support.
That's a really good point. You know, the blog post actually mentions this idea of accessibility and how it could be a real game changer, especially for people who maybe haven't had access to traditional forms of professional development.
So it's breaking down those barriers.
Yeah, exactly. ChatGPT can help bridge those gaps, accelerate learning, regardless of someone's background.
It's like democratizing knowledge in a way that wasn't possible before.
Exactly. And the impact goes beyond individuals. We're seeing entire industries starting to integrate ChatGPT into their workflows.
Oh, yeah. Like which ones?
Well, the blog post mentions accounting, marketing, even law.
Well, law. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's fascinating to see how these different sectors are adapting this technology to their specific needs.
So how are they using it in law?
Well, for example, they can use it to analyze legal precedents, do research on case law, even suggest arguments and strategies for complex cases.
So it's like a super-powered legal assistant working alongside these experienced lawyers.
Exactly. It's not about replacing lawyers. It's about giving them a tool to enhance their expertise and efficiency.
To streamline things.
Right. The blog post even suggests that this could lead to a more efficient and accessible legal system for everyone.
Wow, that's a pretty big impact. It's incredible to think about how this one tool is having such a ripple effect across all these different industries.
It's amazing, isn't it? The blog post even talks about how it's being used in the fitness industry to create personalized workout plans.
No way.
Yeah. And in the beauty industry, personalized skincare recommendations.
That's wild. So
Yeah.
are there any limits to what this thing can do?
It really highlights the versatility of ChatGPT and how it can be tailored to different domains. And honestly, we're only just scratching the surface of what's possible.
I can only imagine what the future holds then.
As AI continues to evolve, I think we can expect even more creative and groundbreaking applications to emerge.
Exciting. It also makes you wonder, though, what are the potential downsides?
Mm.
If ChatGPT is becoming this prevalent, are there any concerns that we should be aware of?
That's a good question. And the blog post does touch on the need for responsible use and ethical considerations.
Like what kind of things?
Well, for instance, now that AI is capable of generating such human-like text, there's definitely the potential for misuse.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, like think about the spread of misinformation or even the creation of fake news articles that are really difficult to distinguish from legitimate sources.
Yeah, that's a scary thought.
It really highlights the importance of critical thinking and media literacy in this age of AI.
So we can't just blindly trust everything we see.
Right. We need to be more vigilant and discerning about the information we're consuming, especially now that AI is becoming so sophisticated.
It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of all this new technology, but we need to remember to think critically.
Absolutely. And that actually raises another really interesting question. If AI can enhance our skills and decision-making to this extent, what truly human qualities will become even more valuable in the future?
Ooh, that's a good question. What will set us apart in a world where AI can do so much?
I think it comes down to those uniquely human traits that AI, at least for now, can't replicate.
Like what?
Things like creativity, empathy, critical thinking, emotional intelligence. These are the skills that I believe will be even more vital in a world where AI is handling a lot of the routine work.
So it's not about losing our jobs to robots. It's about evolving and focusing on what makes us human.
Right. It's about adapting to this changing landscape and figuring out how we can leverage these new tools to enhance our capabilities.
The blog post talks about a future where AI is handling more of the routine work, which frees up humans to focus on tasks that require creativity and critical thinking and complex problem solving.
It paints a picture of a more fulfilling work experience, right? Where people are able to really lean into their unique talents and passions.
I love that idea, a world where work is more about using our brains and our hearts.
I think that's the direction we need to be moving in, embracing this collaboration between humans and AI.
This has been such a fascinating deep dive, from exploring how ChatGPT can help us build skills to talking about its impact on entire industries. What's the one big takeaway you hope people walk away with?
You know, for me, the key takeaway is this. ChatGPT is more than just a tool. It's a reflection of our evolving relationship with knowledge and with work itself. It's a catalyst for change. It empowers us as individuals, and it's transforming industries. It's up to us to use it responsibly and to shape the future that we want to see.
That's a great point. It's not just about the technology, it's about how we choose to use it. Well, this has been an incredible conversation. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the world of ChatGPT in 2025.
It's been a pleasure.
And to everyone listening, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep shaping the future of